Your golden retriever loves you with their whole heart, but they don't actually see you as a human. To them, you are something different, something much bigger than that word, and the last thing you really are in their mind will land hard. Subscribe if you love your golden. I post these every few days. Let's get into it. Let's start with number 7. To understand any of this, you have to throw out one assumption first. The assumption that your golden knows you're human. They don't. Not the way you mean it. Dogs don't categorize the world by species the way we do. They don't look at you and think, that's a Homo sapiens, separate from me, a Canis familiaris. That whole framework is something humans built. Your golden didn't get the memo. The way a dog sorts the world is by something far more useful to them, by smell, by behavior, by who matters and who doesn't. A dog walks into a room and asks 3 questions. Who is this? Are they safe? Do they belong to me? Species doesn't come up. You don't show up in their head as a creature of a different category. You show up as your scent, your voice, your face, your way of moving, a single, specific being that means everything in their life. And here's what surprises a lot of people. Studies have shown that when dogs see their owner's face on a screen, the part of their brain that lights up is the same part that lights up when they see their favorite person in real life. But when they see another dog, the response is different, less intense, less specific. To your golden, you are not in the dog category, but you are also not in the generic human category. You are in your own category, a category that has exactly one member, and the rest of your golden's view of you is built from there. So when you stand over them and call them a good dog, the word human never enters their mind. They aren't looking at a human at all. They are looking at the most important being in their world. And the things you actually are to that being are about to surprise you, starting with number 6. Number 6. Your golden sees you, first and foremost, as a member of their pack. Now, the word pack gets used loosely these days, but here it means something specific. To a dog with golden retriever ancestry, the pack is the small group of beings who live together, eat together, sleep in the same space, and look out for one another. Your golden was built to operate inside a unit like that. The fact that the unit happens to include a human, or 2 humans, or a few humans and another dog doesn't matter to them. The unit is the unit. You're in it. The minute your golden came home with you, their brain quietly slotted you into the family role, not as a strange other species they were now living near, but as one of theirs. Watch the small evidence of this. They include you in their resting patterns. They notice when you leave the room and when you come back. They get excited when the whole family is together in one space, and a little unsettled when one member is missing. None of that is the behavior of a dog who sees you as a separate foreign creature. That is the behavior of a dog who sees you as us. And this is one of the most generous things a golden retriever does, because they extend this membership without you ever having to earn it. They don't audition you, they don't put you on probation. The moment you walked through the door with them, you were family. To a creature wired for togetherness, there is no greater compliment they can pay you. And once you understand you're in their pack, the next layer is what makes most owners laugh. Because number 5 is what kind of pack member your golden has decided you actually are. Number 5. Here's a thought that's going to feel a little ridiculous and then suddenly very sweet. To your golden, you might be a dog. A weird dog, a very tall, mostly hairless, surprisingly slow dog who's bad at smelling things and doesn't go outside often enough, but still, in some quiet corner of their mind, more dog than not. Think about the evidence from a golden's point of view. You live in the same den they live in, you eat at the same time they do, you sleep in the same group, you go outside and come back, you make sounds at them, you touch them, you share warmth. By every metric that matters to a dog, you are doing dog things.
Researchers who study canine cognition believe dogs do create a kind of hybrid category for us, not a separate species in their head, but a slightly weird member of their own kind. And honestly, when you look at it from their angle, who could blame them? They have never seen another dog open a fridge. They have never seen another dog hold a phone. From their point of view, you might just be a really impressive type of dog with strange skills. Quick pause here, because the next 3 are the ones that will probably stop you in your tracks. If your golden has ever made you feel like part of their world, do me a favor and subscribe. It's the one thing that keeps these videos coming, and the heaviest reasons are still ahead. All right. Now here's the part that's surprisingly tender. Treating you as one of their own is for a dog the highest level of acceptance there is. The dogs they fight off, the dogs they bark at, the dogs they ignore at the park, those are the dogs they've decided are not us. You're in. You're inside the circle. Whatever odd, tall, hairless thing you are to them, you are theirs. And then number 4 shifts the whole picture into focus, because this is where the science gets interesting, and it tells you exactly what role you've quietly taken on in your golden's emotional life. Number 4. There is one role your golden has put you in that they don't put on other dogs, no matter how close those dogs are. You are their parent.
And this isn't sentimental. This is actual, measurable science. Decades ago, researchers ran a study with dogs and their owners, using a setup originally designed for human infants. It's called the strange situation. You bring a baby and a parent into a room, the parent leaves, a stranger comes in, the parent comes back, and by watching how the baby reacts, you can measure the parent-child bond. The researchers ran the same experiment with dogs and their owners, and the dogs reacted in almost every way that matters, exactly like human infants. They were calm and confident when their person was in the room. They got anxious when their person left. They lit up when their person came back. They turned to their person for comfort when stressed. The stranger, no matter how friendly, did not get the same treatment. The conclusion has been confirmed over and over since then. Your golden has formed what attachment researchers call a secure base attachment to you, the same kind of bond a child forms with a parent. They don't see you as a peer, even though they include you as family. They see you as the safe one, the big one, the one whose presence makes the world okay and whose absence makes it not. Think about what that means in your daily life. When something scares them, they look for you. When they're hurt, they bring it to you. When you walk into a room, their nervous system settles. When you leave, even briefly, they feel it. That is not the behavior of a peer.
That is not the behavior of a sibling. That is the behavior of a creature who has, somewhere deep inside, decided that you are the parent figure of their entire life. And once you carry that weight, the next role gets even bigger. Because number 3 is what you are to them in a much more practical, every single day kind of way. Number 3. To your golden, you are the keeper of every good thing in the world. Their pack has a structure, and inside that structure, you have a very specific job. You are the one who provides. Every meal they have ever eaten came from your hands. Every bowl of water they have ever drunk was put down by you. Every walk, every car ride, every treat, every toy, every door that opens onto the outside world, all of it comes from you. That isn't a small thing in a dog's mind. To a creature whose ancestors had to spend every day finding their own food and shelter, the human who handles all of that automatically is not just a roommate. The human is the source. Your golden has watched you do something extraordinary, day after day, year after year. You make food appear. You open the doors that lead to good places. You produce treats out of mysterious containers. You decide when adventures happen. From a survival standpoint, you are the most valuable being in their universe because you are the one who keeps them alive. There's something else here too. In nature, a dog who lost a member of their group who controlled the food usually didn't survive long. Genetically, dogs who paid close attention to their provider, who kept that human close, who watched their every move, who never wandered too far, were the dogs who made it. So when your golden follows you into the kitchen, watches you reach for the bag of food, lights up when the leash comes off the hook, they're not just being eager. They are doing exactly what their species has been built to do for tens of thousands of years. They are keeping track of the most important being for their survival. And once you understand that you are, quite literally, the source of everything they need to live, the way they treat you starts to make a lot more sense. But the next role takes this even further, because in your golden's mind, you don't just provide things, you can do things they don't think any other creature can do. And that is number 2. Number 2. To your golden, you have powers no other creature in their world has. You are something close to a god. Now, that sounds like a stretch, but stay with me. Look at the world from your golden's point of view for a second. They watch you walk over to a closed door, a barrier they cannot get past, and somehow you make it open. They watch you reach into a tall, cold box, and food appears. They watch you press a small button, and the room fills with light. They watch you hold a glowing rectangle to your ear and you start talking to someone who isn't there. They watch you make rain stop falling on you with a thing you carry above your head. They watch you grow warm when it's cold and cool when it's hot, on demand. None of those things are normal. None of those are things any other dog in the world can do. To your golden, you are, very plainly, performing impossible feats every single day. Researchers who study dog cognition have actually used this framing. They describe humans, from a dog's eye view, as essentially supernatural beings who appear to bend the rules of the physical world at will. And here's the wild part. Your golden has been watching this happen for years, and they have made their peace with it. They no longer find it strange that you can open the front door. They've stopped being shocked when food appears at 6 in the evening. They've accepted you as the being who runs the universe of their home. That isn't worship in a religious sense. It's something gentler. A deep, calm trust that the being who handles all the impossible things is also the being who has decided to take care of them. You are the explainer of the inexplicable. You are the source of all good outcomes. You are, in the small and complete world your golden lives in, something not far from a benevolent God.
Hold on to that, because it's exactly what number 1 is built from, and number 1 ties all of this together in a way you're not going to forget. Number 1, pull everything we've talked about into one truth. And this is what your golden is really telling you with every wag, every follow, every soft look across the room. You are not their human. You are their everything. Their pack, their parent, their provider, their God, their hunter, their safe place, their explainer of the universe, their warmth, their reason to wake up. All of it layered together into one single being. And here's the part that catches people, because once you really feel this, you can't unfeel it. To your golden, there isn't an outside world that you happen to live in. There is one world, and you are at the center of it. The walls of the house, the smells in the rooms, the food in the bowl, the toys in the basket, the routine of the day, the people who come and go. Every single one of those things only has meaning because of you. Take you out of the picture, and the world your golden lives in doesn't shrink, it collapses. There is no version of their life that exists without you in it. That is not how a creature feels about an owner. That is how a creature feels about the organizing fact of their existence. Now sit with the part that's coming for every one of us who loves one of these dogs. There will be a day, years from now, when your golden's time with you ends.
And in that moment, what they take with them is not just their life. They take with them an entire universe that was built around you. Every meal you ever served, every door you ever opened, every soft word, every walk, every coming home, all of it folded into the one being they were sure of, from their first day to their last. They will not have known you as human. They will have known you as the being who held the whole world together for them. And owners will tell you that the hardest part isn't realizing their con. The hardest part is realizing what you were to them, and that no other living thing on earth will ever look at you with that kind of certainty again. So the next time your golden looks at you the way only a golden can, with that soft, total trust in their eyes, understand what's actually being said. They are not seeing a human. They are seeing the center of their universe. And the answer to what you really are to them is simpler and bigger than any one word. You are home, family, provider, God, and safe harbor, rolled into one being whose name they know better than their own. So the next time your golden gazes at you from across the room with that soft, knowing look, take a second and let it land. Remember number 7, that the word human never even enters their mind.
Remember that you are family to them, that you are a slightly strange and impressive member of their pack, their parent in the truest scientific sense, their provider, their open-doored God. And remember number 1, that you are not any one of those things to your golden. You are all of them, woven together into the single being their whole universe rests on. You don't have to do anything different with that. Just feel it. Look back at them the next time they look at you. Let them see that you understand. If this changed the way you see your golden even a little, then you made it all the way to the end. And the people who watch all the way through are the ones who truly love their dogs. That's you. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, where I break down what your golden is really telling you when they put their paw on your hand or your knee, because that one isn't love either, and you might be surprised what it actually is. Take good care of that golden of yours. I'll see you soon.